show you love my God first out. Yeah. He's name special for your stuff. Yeah. He's name scala so that. He's name scala so much.
What's up, YouTube? To CFX back with another video. And in this video, I kind of want to talk about why I got into trading in the first place. So I'm about to start from like the whole beginning all the way up until I'm gonna go all the way up until the time where I kind of wanted to stop trading, but like why I kept on going. So year of 2020, you guys know like all this basically. The thing was going around and stuff like that, and it affected everybody's lives. It affected mine a lot because before I got into trading, I was actually playing football. So I was playing football, and I was going to play at a university. So currently, the college that I attend right now, I plan on playing there. And, you know, when COVID came around, everything got shut down. So I was about to, you know, try out for the team, and get on there. But COVID came, shut everything down. And then we head into like the summer. So this whole time I'm like, you know, keeping my body in shape, keeping everything right, you know, perfecting my craft and stuff like that. So therefore, when everything do open up, you know, I can just get right back to it. Losing no type of momentum, nothing at all. Like I'll still be in shape, everything top tier, you know. So we come around, I want to say like August. Yeah, I'll say around August. August came around, and as I was outside practicing one day, I was running one-on-ones to get film in to send, or to get film to send to the coaches. I was running one-on-ones and ended up sticking my foot into the ground too hard to where it ended up about messing up my MCL. Well, not about, it messed up my MCL. And my MCL is still kind of messed up to this day. So messed up my MCL, and pretty much football is like, you know, kind of out right now. So as I was going through the healing process, before that actually went on though, before I ended up messing up my MCL, I was outside, me and one of my boys from then, we was throwing the football, and we was just talking, you know. We was talking because at the time I was working at Finish Line. I was working at Finish Line, and I didn't want to stay there for the rest of my life. Like, I just didn't plan on being there for my whole life. So we were just talking about like how are people making money, and I don't never see them working at a job. Like, I don't never see them working at a job. So we just out there, you know, having that type of conversation, just talking, and then we ended up, or no, he ended up mentioning somebody and like brought up what they do and stuff like that. Like we talked about real estate, we talked about all of that stuff. Like, you know, we just talking about that. But he ended up mentioning something about a guy at the college that he attends, one of his roommates doing something like Forex. Something like Forex. Like I ain't never even heard of it at that point. When that time came, or like when he brought it up at that moment, like I never even heard of Forex. So I basically went home. We was like, we about to research what this is. Like basically look up what it is. And of course, his roommate at the time was in IM Academy. So we went home and researched what it was. Basically like find out how they make money from it, how much money people be making. You know, all the little simple stuff that you do whenever you find out about a job opportunity or whatever the case may be. So, but of course, this wasn't no job opportunity or nothing like that. We just found out something new. So, we get home. I'm looking this up. I text the group chat, like the group chat that we in at that time. I'm like, hey, look, like we could probably do this jump for real. Like we could do something with this. So we made a whole nother group chat that was like of the guys who wanted to get into it, basically, or we were just coming up with a hustle. We didn't care what it was gonna be. We were just gonna come up with a hustle, get a bag together, and possibly build something. So we all made like a group decision on voting on like Forex. We voted on Forex was the thing that we were gonna do first. So we ended up voting on that, and then it got to the point where we was like, okay, we know what we want to do, but do we want to join a group, or do we want to just do it on our own? And yeah, we were watching a lot of videos that were saying like you don't have to join a group to make money and stuff like that. But we was like, it might help us progress further. It might help us learn quicker and stuff like that. So before we even thought about, or before we even joined IMK, we were like, first thing first is it's not about what we're gonna join, it's about who we're gonna join. Who we're gonna be with, who are we gonna surround ourselves with. That was the first thing. Second thing was we're not gonna be here for long. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get what we need to learn and we're gonna do it. That was the whole plan, like all along. That was what we said we were gonna do. We said we were gonna learn what we needed to learn, and then we were gonna go independent. So, come to find out, one of our closest homeboys, like he went to high school with us. All of us were really good friends with him. We found out like he was doing Forex with IM Academy. So I had like people talking to me before from different groups in IM, and none of them, I ain't gonna lie, like I went to their meetings, none of it caught my attention. I just felt like they were just just trying to build. I ain't feel like they were trading at all, really. I ain't gonna lie to you. So come to find out, they really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They were just really building for the most part. So we find out who we're gonna join now, and we were like, okay, we know who we're gonna join. We just finna learn this, education, then we finna dip out. So going into it, we was like, all right, we all finna join at the same time. Then two people bag out. And it only ended up like two of us finna join in at the same time now. It was me and another guy. So then the day actually come, and it's like I was the only one that ended up joining first. So I was the only one that ended up joining for like the first month, I would say. Probably, I ain't gonna lie, probably longer than a month. Where I was the first one. Yeah, it was about a month. So I ended up joining in September. Yes, all of that happened in the time span of a month. Cause mind y'all, I just told y'all I got hurt in August. So football was out of the question. I couldn't do football no more until I had got surgery. I didn't get surgery. So I'm just finna figure something else out now at this point. So came across Forex, boom, August. We still in August. We were watching videos and all that in August. Like as soon as we find out about it, we instantly got to making a group chat, watching videos, figuring out who we wanted to join. We did all that in the time span of a month. So September came around, and I ended up joining first before everybody that was in the group. So I joined first just to get a feel for it. And I'm back in the group chat, telling them what's up, telling them how it is, if it was a scam, if it was legit or not, was I making money, whatever the case had been. So that was the reason why I got into Forex. I didn't want to stay at my job for too long. I wanted to make more money, and I didn't have football no more. That was the main reason. And I needed a way to pay for college. Because my checks at the time, we still recovering from COVID. We didn't even return to work yet. So it's like, okay, I'm going to need something to pay for college. We ain't even back at work. Everything still closed down. I'm not getting paid that much on leave. So it's like, I got to figure something else. I got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? So we in September now. I'm trading, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm on a demo account. I'm seeing the potential money that I can make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing the potential money that I can make. I'm in the group chat hitting them up. I'm like, hey, like, I ain't gonna lie, I just made this amount in like a day, or this amount in a week. So this potentially could work for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this got some potential. This got some potential to work for us and actually make us money. So let me color this a little bit. So we fast forward like to October. Coming to October, I think one of them ended up joining in October, of the original 4 that were supposed to join in the first place. So one of them ended up joining in October, and he had got into it. He was learning about it a little bit, and then the other ones came along in like beginning of November, I want to say. I think the other 2 came along in November, and Yeah. It was around that time span. It was about either end of October, like the other one joined at the end of October, and then the last one ended up joining like November or something like that. But now we're all in this. Like, we're all in I Am Academy. We learning, we trading, and for the most part, I know 2 of us are making money. Me and Jules. We were like the main ones making money. Mario was still learning the ropes a little bit on trading, because honestly, like, when you first get into it, like, it's a lot to grasp. On the concept of it, it's a lot to grasp. So he was still learning the ropes a little bit, and same thing with the last dude that ended up joining. He was still learning the ropes a little bit too. So around I would say around November or December. No, actually, I would say January. Towards the end of January was where I was like, okay, like, I need to figure something out, because I've been trading since September at the time, and I'm like, okay, we're now heading into February. We're in February, and ain't nothing changed. Like, my financial situation has not changed at all. So it's like, I need to figure something out. I need to figure out if I still want to do this. Do I still want to keep on funding up these accounts? Like, because at the time, I was funding my accounts up a lot. Like, a lot. Mind you, I just told y'all, like, I wasn't getting paid a whole lot. So to keep on funding my account with $100 and $250 or $250, and I'm only getting paid like $400 and so, yeah, like, it was taking a big chunk and not giving me much to survive off of when I'm getting paid like bi-weekly. But I was still making it work somehow. I don't know how, but I was still making it work. So we're at that phase, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to give, like, either I'm gonna have to get better or something. So I decided to keep on going. I can't remember exactly what kept me going. I think it was the fact that, like, I saw it, and I'm like, okay, I know I can make money. Because by this time, I had made like $600 in a day. I done made $1,000. Like, I done made a lot of money by trading in the markets. But I also was losing money as well. So it's like, so I'm going to have to give, bro. Like, I'm going to have to figure out a way to either keep this money that I'm making, or I'm going to just have to drop trading all and just save up my money. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to keep on going. I was like, I'm going to figure out how to keep the money that I'm making, because I'm making good money from trading. Like, I'm making profit, but I'm not being profitable. So it was like, I had to figure something out quick, because checks gonna end up coming around where I gotta pay for school. I'm about to start getting billed. Like, we're heading into that point. So it's like, I gotta get something straight. So I decided to keep on going. And I think the main reason was because I saw the process. I saw like, okay, I could make a lot of money. I just need to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I kept on going because of that. I ended up figuring it out for a little bit. Like from that, I'll say from March to April, I was rolling. Like I flipped 100 to 1,000, and then I got it to like 1,600 or something like that, and then boom, I ended up losing it all again, all because I got greedy. That was really the main. I just got greedy, and I was just being dumb, over leveraging and stuff like that. So like, okay, like you was good, you was straight, you just made a dumb mistake. Get back in the markets, get back in the market. You just made a dumb mistake. It's all good. So kept on trading from that point on, and then we get into May, and that was when I made my first $1,000 in a day. Was it May? I made my first $1,000 in a day, and then I ended up losing that like a week later or something like that. No, I lost that within like the next 2 days, I think. I had ended up losing that $1,000 that I made in a day within the next 2 days. And I was sick, boy. I was sick. And from that point on, I ain't gonna lie. From that point on, I stopped trading. I had stopped trading for like a month. No, I stopped trading for 2 months. Because that was May. I stopped trading in June and July. I had took a break. I was like, bro, I need to learn. Like, forget this trade. I need to learn, bro. I need to figure something out. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I need to take a break. Like, I can't keep on going through this mentally. Cause it's exhausting mentally. When you building accounts and then keep on losing it, like it gets exhausting, man. And it also gets very discouraging. So I had to figure out where I was going wrong at. And that was also around the time where I was leaving IM Academy, because by that point, like I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't trading with the educators no more. Like I stopped trading with the educators back in October. I ain't gonna lie to you. I stopped trading with the educators. I stopped hopping on any of the live sessions because I wasn't getting none out of them. I stopped hopping into like the mindset calls because it was mindset calls for building, not exactly trading. Like I didn't want to hear that. And then number 4, I was really getting fed up with a lot of stuff in IM Academy. So by that point, like I was already out of IM. Like my account wasn't inactive, and the only reason my account wasn't inactive was because I still had people that had came into the business with me that was still under me. So I didn't want to just leave them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just leave them. So I stayed in the business just to still be with them, guide them if they needed help and stuff like that, and just know what's going on so I could tell them about it. All that type of stuff. But they ended up leaving, and as soon as all of them left, I canceled my account. I instantly canceled my account. So now we're getting into August of 2021. We're getting into August of 2021, and that was when I started this. So I was out of IM Academy already by this point, and I had ended up starting my YouTube channel. So you guys have seen the process all the way through here, all the way up to this point. So I ended up starting my business, and now in my business, I still have one of the people who, like one of the original 4 that was starting with us. He's in my business right now, and I still talk with Jules as well. Like he trades, but he's not in my business. So me and him still talk a lot, like every single day. And we still both trade. Like he talked to me about US 30. I talk to him about whatever trades I'm taking. We still communicate a whole lot. And honestly, I feel like that's what's keeping me in trading right now. Is the fact that I've started a business for it. Like I'm full on in it right now. Like I feel like I fully understand it. Well, I ain't gonna say fully understand it, but I understand the process. I feel like I definitely understand the process now. Because when I first was wanting to quit, it was like I only been doing it for a couple months. As I started to watch podcasts and stuff like that, I realized like it took people years to fully grasp the concept of trading. And I ain't even talking about like technical analysis and fundamental. I'm talking about mindset part of trading. So I had to like realize that. I had to realize like, okay, it's not as fast money as they try to make it out to be. Like, yes, people come into business and make good money. Quick. Yes. But a lot of them like really don't. I'm gonna be straight with y'all. A lot of them either are fake results or they lose their money like soon afterwards. But nobody ever gonna talk about that. So yeah. I was just like, I expected too much early on. And I didn't have real goals. I didn't have realistic goals when I first joined in. So that was what I had to realize. Like, it's not going to take a couple months. And it's probably not even going to take a year. It's probably not even going to take 2 years. You know what I'm saying? On the average, it take people like 3 years to fully understand trading. Or to, I ain't going to say fully understand it, to become profitable in trading. So it was like, I had to understand it. And when I mean profitable, I mean like being able to consistently make $1,000 in a day, or make their first 10K or 100K, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, in between, you're going to have some big days. You might have your first $500 a day. You may have your first $1,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've had both of those already. I've had my first 500. I had my first 1,000. The most I've ever made in a day was, I think 1,300 was the most I've ever made in a day. So, and that was with binary options. So, like, I'm just waiting on that moment. And I might not even realize when that moment comes. I'm just waiting on that moment where it's like everything is finally clicking. You know what I'm saying? Everything like finally, like, I'm just getting to a bag every single day. Like, it's effortless. So basically what I'm saying, like, I'm waiting on a day for when I'm consistently profitable. And I'm making good profits now. I'm consistent enough right now. Like, you guys see my weekly markups and my weekly reviews. You guys see how the charts or how the trades end up going as planned. So I'm very, very confident in my skill set right now. I'm very confident in my analysis, very confident in my way that I trade, because I actually understand the markets, like market structure. IM Academy is very strategy based trading. And that's not real trading. That is not real trading. So, yeah, once I figured out all that, I was like, okay, you know what you're doing. You got this in the bag. Just keep on going. And that was kind of why I kept on trading, honestly. And the reason that I trade now, it's honestly just because I believe in it. It's because I believe in it, and I've put in too much time and money and effort into it to just stop. Just to be honest, I put in way too much just to stop all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't learn all this for nothing. I didn't start a business in this for nothing. I didn't base a YouTube channel around this for nothing. You know, all this is for a reason. So that's the reason why I'm still trading to this day. But that is my story time on why I started trading and why I continue to trade to this day. And hopefully, it helps some of y'all. If so, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in this video, man. I'm out.